Welcome to United Report, your daily hub for all things Manchester United. From breaking news to transfer talk and match updates, we've got every red covered. If you live and breathe United, hit subscribe and join the family. Glory, glory, Man United. Manchester United's rebuild is in full swing, new manager, new faces and a new era at Old Trafford. The Red Devils have just landed Matthias Kuna from Wolves for a whopping £62.5 million, with the Brazilian finally living out his childhood dream in the famous red shirt. But this is just the beginning. Greenwood and Angel Gomes are reuniting at Marseille, Dortmund are cooling interest in Sancho, and question marks still surround Rashford and Antony. With Champions League football off the table, United are under pressure to bounce back, and the transfer market could be the key. In this video, we break down every major move, what Kuna brings to Amorim's side, why Greenwood's move matters, and where the club goes from here. Manchester United's busy summer has been continuing, with Matheus Cunha's arrival from Wolves now official. The Brazilian has joined in a £62.5 million move and is officially the first new arrival at Old Trafford during Ruben Amorim's first summer window. Amorim's side have already lost several senior stars this summer, with the club announcing their released and retained lists. Victor Lindelof, Christian Eriksen and Johnny Evans will all leave when their contracts expire, though discussions remain over an extension for Tom Heaton. Kuna is unlikely to be the last new arrival though. Despite failing to qualify for the Champions League or indeed any UEFA competition, Amorim's team have money to spend. We're also anticipating a number of exits as United prepare to raise funds for further new faces. Bruno Fernandes might be staying put, but it's likely to be a different story when it comes to the likes of Marcus Rashford and Antony. We've got the latest from Kuna himself, as well as some updates on other deals. Here are Mirror Football's Friday morning lines from around Old Trafford. Matthias Kuna has opened up on his love for Manchester United after joining the club. The Brazilian's first Premier League move came when he left Atletico Madrid for Wolves, but he now has the chance to pull on United's famous red shirt. It is hard to put into words my feelings about becoming a Manchester United player, Kuna said. Ever since I was a child in Brazil watching Premier League games on TV at my grandmother's house, United was my favourite English team and I dreamed of wearing the red shirt. I want to thank my family and everyone who has helped me make that dream a reality. I can't wait for the start of pre-season to get to know my teammates and prepare for the season ahead. All my focus is now on working hard to become a valuable part of the team and helping get this club back to the top. Borussia Dortmund chief Sebastian Kehl has explained the club are not prioritising a third move for Jadon Sancho. England international Sancho left the German club for United in 2021 and returned on loan to help them reach the Champions League final in 2024. Of course, contact with Jadon is always there in some way because we have a very long history, Kehl said, as Dortmund prepare to begin their Club World Cup campaign. The deadline for registering players in time for the competition's group stage has already passed and Sancho is still at Old Trafford. But it's not an issue for us right now, Kehl continued. We have other priorities at the moment, and that's why the Sancho issue was probably played up more in the media than discussed internally. Mason Greenwood will be united with Angel Gomes at Marseille next season. The pair were teammates at Old Trafford, both making their senior debuts as teenagers before moving to France. While Marseille is Greenwood's first club in League One, Gomes first spent time with their rivals Lille. He spent 5 seasons with Les Dogues, playing more than 100 league games, but will move to Stade Velodrome after reaching an agreement in principle. Gomes made his senior England debut while at Lille, earning a call-up under interim boss Lee Carsley in 2024. Greenwood has also been capped by England, but has since switched his international allegiances to Jamaica. Angel Gomes is set to reunite with former Manchester United teammate Mason Greenwood at Marseille, 5 years after leaving Old Trafford following a difficult spell under Jose Mourinho. The 24-year-old midfielder has agreed a 3-year deal with the League One runners-up, choosing Roberto De Zerbi's Champions League project over several suitors. Gomes' move brings him full circle with Greenwood, who also left United under a cloud as the pair aim to reignite their careers in France's top flight. Mason Greenwood will play alongside former Manchester United teammate Angel Gomes next season at Marseille. They will reunite in France 5 years after Gomes left the Red Devils, having once been left humiliated by former United manager Jose Mourinho. Marseille confirmed this week that they have reached an agreement in principle to sign England international Gomes. The League One runners-up, managed by Roberto De Zerbi, beat a host of clubs to his signature, with the 24-year-old reportedly signing a 3-year deal at the Orange Velodrome. RMC Sport previously reported that the United Academy graduate was convinced by De Zerbi's style of play and the opportunity to compete in the Champions League. Gomes had announced he would be leaving Lille once his contract expired this summer. The midfielder made the move to Lille at the end of his United contract in the summer of 2020, having been tipped for great things at Old Trafford after signing for the club back in 2006. The England U21's European Championship winner was handed his debut, aged just 16, by Mourinho on the final day of the 2016-17 season, making him United's youngest ever Premier League player. But despite the trust placed in him by the current Fenerbahce boss, a 17-year-old Gomes was once brought to the brink of tears as a result of Mourinho criticising his performance in a reserve team match in front of the first team. He told The Athletic, "I played a game for the reserves, and he didn't think I played good enough. 2 days later, the first team had a game, and he took me with the team. At the pre-match in front of everybody, he let me know about it." Expanding on the story in an interview with The Times, Gomes explained, "At the time I was thinking, why has he done that in front of everyone? Could he not have pulled me to the side? A few of the players came up to me and said, he just wants a reaction from you, don't let it faze you, but in that moment, I didn't want to hear anything. I rushed to my room and rang my dad and my brother. There's not much they could say to me really. I was almost crying. I was really young. It wasn't until I was older that I realised with Mourinho, he's always looking at ways to get more out of you. I think him doing that in front of everyone showed he valued me as a player. I probably needed it." He added, "It's all mental toughness. What I came to learn about Jose is he always wants you to do better. He is almost like prodding you, come on, show me a bit more. Everyone's told me how good you are, but I want to see it." Despite the psychological blow at the time, Gomes wishes he had been mature enough to embrace Mourinho's management style, saying, "It wasn't until I left and I see Jose winning trophies that I think, I understand you. And if only I'd understood you more, I would have been able to appreciate my time more with you." But no, in the midst of little, he was an amazing guy. Gomez' departure came during Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's tenure following Mourinho's sacking 2 years prior in 2018. His game time was extremely limited under Solskjaer, while the then promising Greenwood was enjoying his first team breakthrough in the 2019-20 season. After playing a total of 320 minutes for United, Gomes left as a free agent, capping off the most difficult period of his career. Despite spending the first year of his 5-year Lille stint at Portuguese club Boa Vista, the move to League One served to kickstart his career. He made 134 appearances in all competitions for Lille, including 20 this season as they finished 5th in the league. He also impressed in a 3 Lions shirt last year after receiving his first 4 caps under interim boss Lee Carsley. However, Gomes has not yet featured under new manager Thomas Tuchel.